Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and as you probably saw by the thumbnail and the picture at the start, I've tried to recreate the bistro from The Sims 3. Now this idea came about from a comment that was made from someone that comments on my channel quite a lot. They were actually saying for me to watch Hatsy's Black Pearl build to get some inspiration from there. They were just saying that sort of like along the lines that we've got a good ability of being able to recreate buildings from films and things from like real life, and just like a good ability of being able to represent that in game. And also, like on the end of that comment, she also mentioned, what was it? It was like something along the lines of, with all the things in the Sims 3, she could only imagine like what I could build in there. It was a really nice comment, really nice, and put a smile on my face for the rest of that day. But yeah, so just spurred on from that comment, I thought, well, I don't play The Sims 3 anymore, but how about trying to create some of the employment lots or something that was in The Sims 3. So yeah, I picked the bistro, and I thought I would just, well, try and recreate that in The Sims 4 and sort of like show what in my mind it might have looked like inside, because obviously them buildings you didn't get to see the inside of them, it was just like the outside. So yeah, I've tried to do that. It was just going to be the bistro, but then once I started building that, I realised there was going to be a lot of space left over on the lot, and rather than putting like a park in there or something, because the lot that I chose has parks around it, and I thought I would take another building from The Sims 3. So I've also took the bookshop and just built that onto the back of the bistro too. I've built this one in Newcrest on a 30 by 40 lot, I think it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 30 by 40. But yeah, right now I'm working on the bookstore, trying to get down the right sizes for this to work with windows and doors and things. And yeah, the trim on the top seemed to be quite sort of like longer, taller, what have you, than the bistro one when I was looking at pictures. And rather than sizing the walls up so I could get a bigger trim, I've just tried to recreate it with objects that I found, also trying to put in some detail with the shelves there, and just to make it seem longer, like I was saying, I've used, I think they're like the wall railings from the hospitals. I'm sure that's what they were supposed to be. But yeah, I just start popping them in around the bottom of the trim there to try and make that appear bigger than it actually is. Yeah, and also the windows on the top there, the top of them, I've put in some shelves and the coat hangers as well, just to create some more detail on the windows. It just seemed, when I was looking at the pictures, it was just the windows on the top that had that detail in, and not the windows on the middle floor. And yeah, there is also going to be each building is going to have its own little apartment, so that's why I'm popping in some stairs here around the back of the bookstore, just so you've got an entrance to the apartment, like a separate entrance to the apartment and like to the bookstore, so you're not having to walk all the way through the bookstore to get to your apartment or what have you. Now I'm just going around and putting some flowers around the place. Haven't put too many flowers and bushes and things around here, but yeah, I've just tried to keep it all sort of the same colours as the flower boxes on the bistro, just to tie in with that. Yeah, so just gone with the same colour theme. I never really use a great deal of red flowers, so yeah, I was just trying to use red flowers and flowers that would match that colour scheme well that would complement that. So that's why I've gone with a lot of like red and orange, yellow and white, because white goes with anything really. But yeah, just round the back there, getting a little flowered area in with some trees and a little chair there, and also just to make it not look as bland and like there's nothing much round the back, I've just popped in some of the like the film posters, the movie posters, and just some other little posters round there which I thought could be like advertising things that other stores had for sale and stuff like that. Yeah, now moving on to the outside of the bistro, getting in some lights around here and the little menu on the wall. Yeah, the ivy as well. On the Sims 4 bistro, the ivy that's going up the walls, it's a lot more sparse than what I've put in here, but there isn't any other ivy in the Sims 4 that looks like that, so I just had to go with what I had really and try and recreate that. And just getting some tables on the outside, some little things on there, like a menu and a candle. Now yeah, moving on to the inside. Now if you've ever played The Sims 3, you will know that you don't really get to see inside of this bistro. I think if you zoomed right in, you could see like sort of something, but yeah, you didn't. Other than that, you don't really get to see inside of the bistro. So this is just a representation of what I always thought it would look like in my mind. Hopefully it's similar to what you would think it looked like, but yeah. Also was thinking maybe if anybody would like maybe for me to, if I just went through and deleted all the walls and deleted all the furniture and uploaded this as an empty lot, I suppose, so you could maybe furnish it and show me how you thought it would have looked if I haven't done good enough for you. Yeah, maybe I could like upload a unfurnished build and you could go and furnish it and give me a look at that and just hashtag like the sim cash in it or something. Just if you would like, let us know in the comments, and yeah, and go on and put a empty lot up for you. But yeah, so now I'm working on a little bar area. I was just working on the entrance area there with obviously the hostess table, desk thing, and then popped in 2 little chairs at the front just as a little waiting area. Yeah, this is going to be where the bar is, and I didn't really leave myself a great deal of space for the kitchen, so it's quite pokey in there. It is small. I couldn't fit a lot in there when I get round to that. But yeah, an idea I had as well for this wall there was to try and make it appear like some of like the plaster has fallen off, so the brickwork is coming through, but then there's places where the plaster's still there, so I've just used like that cream wall covering there and some of the brick covering and tried to cover over the harsh lines of them with the ivy so you don't see that. But yeah, I've come up with that idea on another build I've been working on, just tweaking. I don't know if I'll be getting that up on the channel anytime soon because I'm still working on it, but it is a big town build, so there's a little spoiler for you. But yeah, now in the kitchen, like I said, it's not that big at all. There's not a lot in here. Just get a few things on the walls here. There is 2 cooking stations, so you could have 2 chefs in here. There's obviously that one where it's got the hole in the wall, which I like the idea of having that to be near the bar. And yeah, moving on to the upstairs, this is where the toilets are going to be, the bathroom, and also there's just like another dining area up here. I've just kept it the same as downstairs, just using the same flooring and the same wall coverings up here. yeah, the bathroom area, there is 3 rooms that are 2x3, and then there's 1 room that is a 2x2. Just looking back now, probably the 2x2, I probably should have just put like a little seating area in it, well, a little sofa or something in there. Yeah, just with the proportions for the area marked out for the bathrooms, that's how it worked out, and that's what I've done. The toilets I've put on it like on an angle and just tried to move them into the wall a bit. I have play tested them as well, and also the sinks, because I've used 2 side tables down either side of the sinks. I have been in there and play tested the bathrooms. Well, I play tested all my lots, especially the areas where I think things might not work. But yeah, I've play tested that and they work. This curtain that I'm messing about with now, when you're on the ground floor, that does show up, because for some reason I just couldn't get it to the place that I wanted it, so I had to put it on sort of like the ground floor and move it up a bit. But you can move that if you download this if you don't like it, or you can even delete it, whatever. But yeah, like I said, using all the same things that I've used downstairs, the same chairs, the same tables too, just to carry on the look. You know, it is all the same restaurant, so unless you were going for a different look in different rooms, then I don't see the point in mixing it up a bit. But yeah, just going around adding some finishing touches to this floor, the lights and things. And now I'm moving on to the apartment for the restaurant, and my thought with this was that it's the apartment that the owner of the restaurant may live in. That's why the entrance to this one is within the restaurant. If you were going to download this and use it as a restaurant, I seriously suggest you set the top door to this apartment as just for your sim to come in and out, because when I was testing this, I totally forgot to do that, and the hostess was bringing people all the way up to the top to come and sit in here and dine. So yeah, don't forget to do that like I did. But yeah, so just in the entranceway there is some bookshelves, which I also use the same bookshelves in the bookstore. And I just, like, while I was building, I just thought maybe like at the time where this bistro or this apartment was all getting like renovated, maybe the bookshop was getting renovated too, and they were throwing away some of their old bookshelves that they didn't want to use anymore. So maybe the person that owned this apartment liked the look of them and thought, well, I'll take them in and reuse them in my apartment or something like that. Just a little thought I had when I was building that I thought I'd share with you. But yeah, so you come in and there is the hallway which leads straight to like open plan sitting room and kitchen area. I've tried to keep it quite modern, and the feel I was going for this one is more sort of a kind of like bachelor pad. So it's not like all feminine. You could have a female sim living here or a male sim. There is only one bedroom in the apartment. In both apartments I've only put one bedroom in, but yeah, there's one bedroom and one bathroom. The bathroom in this one is quite small, but most of my bathrooms that I do are quite small for some reason. I always build really small bathrooms. But yeah, the sitting room area, there's not a lot to it really, just this, obviously the seats and the TV, and I've tried to create a little table under the TV there, and then I've tried to create my own little rug as well, using some of the floor tiles and a rug. I wanted it to appear as if it was just all one big rug rather than there's actually carpet there and a rug on top, so like that was my thought with that. Just going around and putting the lighting now in the sitting room and the kitchen, and also putting one of the cooker hoods in there too. Now moving on to the bathroom. I was going to just put a bath in here, but then I thought, well, it would be nice to have the bath that is a shower too, so then you can have either a shower or a bath in here. So I've used that and I've pushed it just slightly into the wall a bit at the back, so you can see the tiles on the wall rather than the tiles that are in that bathtub. Same with the toilet in here. I've used the same as I did for the toilets in the restaurant by putting them on an angle and popping them into the wall a little slightly as well. That's all place tested too, and they all worked fine. And the bedroom, there's not a lot going on in the bedroom, just bed, side tables, drawers, putting some clutter items around. And I forgot to put a lamp on the side table in that bedroom as well, but I didn't actually go back and do that till after I stopped recording, but you do get to see that in the pictures. I do that a lot. I forget things a lot and then have to go back after recording and put things in and stuff, so yeah. But I do always like to make sure I put that in the picture so you can see. But yeah, moving on to what is going to be the bookstore now, and we just have the bookstore on the ground floor, and then the other 2 floors are going to be the apartment. Still nothing too over the top in here, it is just a bookstore at the end of the day. So we'll obviously have some bookshelves around the place and some little tables around with little books on that like the books selling that the store's selling. Yeah, them books that I've been placing about on the table, so you can get them by entering, I think it's baby.show hidden objects. You enter that cheat in and then type into the little search box debug. I will write this down in the description so you know exactly what to write. But yeah, and then a little list should come up once you've typed that into the search section, and this brings up loads of the debug items. If you haven't used them before, I really suggest just playing about with certain items first, because some items, when you do place them on the lot, you can't delete them, you can't get rid of them, which isn't very nice when you've spent loads of time building a really nice build and then you place something and you can't get rid of it. So yeah, but I'll put that in the description for you. But yeah, now moving on to the apartment in this building, and my idea for this was like for it to be sort of topsy-turvy. So you'd come in on the very top floor, and what I was going to do is have the kitchen and the living area, the sitting room, on the top floor. But then once I started getting the kitchen in, the dining area, there wasn't any room for the living room, so that has gone onto the middle floor now. So on the top floor we've got the kitchen and the dining area, and there's some of the little wall bookshelves I put up here too. And yeah, I wanted like a big sort of open balcony area that looked down into like onto the next floor. And then later on I had the idea of putting like a little skylight in by using the glass dance floors, which really makes this apartment look just amazing. I love this apartment. I would love to live here in real life, but yeah, so colour theme in here I've gone with sort of like, well, I just took it off the picture I've just used there with the things like the kiwi fruits on, the oranges and things. So yeah, I've just gone with like greens and yellows, that kind of colour in here, and just I follow that throughout for most of this apartment. But yeah, like I said, on this top floor here is where the kitchen and the dining room is going to be, and then on the middle floor is where I have the living room, 1 bedroom and also 1 bathroom. But yeah, moving on to that middle floor now, I'm just marking off the area which is going to be the bathroom and the bedroom there, and the room that you come straight down into is the living area. Like I said, carrying on the colour theme as well with that green in here, trying to keep it all looking quite modern in this apartment too. And yeah, I tried to come up with some other kind of different idea to have for like the TV area, which I messed about with for too long, and it didn't come anywhere close to what I had in my head, but I had enough of it in the end, so yeah, I left it. Thinking back now, I should have probably put like a little shelf in there with some books on, but hey, what can you do? What can you do? Yeah, also pop in a little chess table in here. I haven't put a computer, a PC in this one. No, I didn't. That was in the last one. But yeah, just so in here there is like, that's the living room there, and there is a little stereo too. So there's a few things in there for your Sims to do. And now moving on to the bathroom, keeping it modern in here as well. Using the corner bath, which I can't remember ever using that in a build before. Or I think I might have used it once. Can't remember now. But we'll get a bath and a shower in here, and obviously a toilet and a sink, and getting some rugs there in the middle. So popping some little bits and bobs around, clutter items, and making sure to get the lights in. I don't want to go pee-pee in the dark, you know. And yeah, moving on to the bedroom. And I was trying to come up with another idea for a headboard, and I really liked that, what I had put there, which was like one of the sign things we got with Dine Out, where you could make up your own sign. But I didn't like how it was clipping with the window there at the side. I really liked that idea of using that, but I didn't like how it was going over the window, so I didn't use that in the end. Got out one of the cork boards and used that instead. I thought it looked okay, and it brings a new look to the bed, so yeah, I used that. And making a little dressing table area, just with sizing one of the shelves up, and using 2 bookcases there either side as well, as in the same colour as the shelf. Just putting some clutter items on there, perfume bottles and various other things like that, and a little seat there too. And yeah, I totally forgot about putting these in till like right now, but when I was looking back at some pictures, I realised that I had missed the windows out that are in the roof. And I thought, because they do look a lot littler than like the wall height, so I came up with the idea of using some of the half walls and then putting some little windows in there, capping them off with some little display tables that we've got in game, and then using the round the circular like water fountains and trying to make a roof with them, because in the picture the roof on top of these little windowed areas was quite circular, and obviously with us using the half walls, I wasn't going to be able to use the roofing tool to create that. So yeah, just went off on one of my little crazy building things and come up with some ideas myself. But yeah, now popping in some plants outside, well, some planters outside of the bookstore and a bookshelf there, and this is the end of the build, so I will leave it here and let you watch the screenshots. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.
Nothing is untrue, nothing don't matter. It's all notions of our emotions, of everything we are and what we belong to, how we reach our destination. Shadows fading light. We're caught in burning fire, almost falling from the sky. And the sun may tear the wings of us like Icarus. We fly with courage. we fly.